G'day everyone, today we're going to be making the front vents for R2, which look like this. They're made out of plastic and balsa wood. Balsa wood is like a soft wood you can buy. You're going to need one of these pipe things. I bought this from the plumbing section from a local hardware store. They're called a dropper outlet, 65mm. So I've got two of those. As you can see, I trimmed the edges off to make about a 6mm sleeve around it, and then I cut them both 40mm long. Then you cut the holes to fit, and you make sure they fit before you do anything else. So they're the holes I've done in the front of R2, and they both fit in, so I'm happy with that. Then you mark the inside on the balsa wood. It's 3mm thick, the balsa wood is, by the way. And then you cut 6 of those out, and you cut yourself a couple of strips of 10mm wide. They're all 3mm thick. Get one of those pieces and cut 10mm off each side. So you end up with the 2 pieces from the outside, and use them as a template to mark out a total of 6. So you've got 3 for each side, like so. Okay, then you glue them together and you put them on top of your piece, just as a test. Make sure they fit inside. Shape them with sandpaper to make them fit better if you have to. Then glue them together with PVA glue, and then grab another piece, and cut a square out of the middle, a rectangle out of the middle. So your side pieces are in from the sides, and you've got a bit out of the middle. So it looks like that. You put your 3 pieces on each side on top of each other over that opening. Then grab the old piece you took out of that first bit you cut, and cut 4 10mm rectangles, like so, and then sand them up with your sandpaper. Put the other piece inside, then you put your pieces on top, make sure they're glued. Use super glue here because it dries quick and it's hard and it glues to everything. Just put it in all the corners so it seeps through, and then flip it over and glue the back as well so it can't come out. And then you put your vents in. You can glue them in with super glue as well. You just hold them at an angle, glue them in by hand, like so. Now you want your whole assembly to be about 6mm down from the top. Then you can fill the corners with PVA glue to help fill up the gaps. And that'll soak in a bit, but you can do it again if you need to. Then it's time to get some one-step primer putty in a spray can from automotive place I got that from. And you spray multiple coats of putty on there until all the gaps are filled. Now we're going to grab the next piece. So you got your piece for the next vent. You cut the 2 sides off one piece like that, 10mm in, so 1 centimetre. Then you cut a square out of the middle, a bit bigger than the last square this time. And you cut yourself some vents, 15mm wide, to fit in the gap. You need 3 of them, like so. Now you come in a centimetre each side and 5mm in, and you cut those corners out, so you make yourself a couple of U-shaped or 3 U-shaped pieces. Put the other side pieces 2 on top of each other. Sand everything up, of course, so it's all even and matches. Glue those on top like so. And glue 2 of your vents in just so they sit flush with the top. Then you can push your bottom piece in so it goes up against those 2 top pieces. Use super glue for this part because it dries quick and it's strong. Now you have your pieces like so. And you put your 3rd vent in, just line it up with some super glue, hold it there, and you're good. As you can see, it looks pretty good. That photo didn't work out so well, but you know, a coat of silver paint. This is what it looks like after you've puttied them, sanded them, and coat them with silver paint. When you finish, hit them with a bit of clear as well, because that will also dull the silver so it's not so shiny and looks a bit more realistic. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.